What's up, Rangers? Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
Wait, I have to be part of this video too. This is gonna be amazing. My name's Arnaz.
And today we're going to be doing a more obscure review because as you'll see, the figure is actually fully assembled right here. Because got it put together and then I felt like I needed to talk about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to review this thing as of right now, but things have to be said, so we're going to do it. But what we have here is the GoodSmile's company SSSS GRIDMAN Max Combined DX Full Power Gridman figure.
That's a mouthful.
That is. No, I can't actually remember what each of the forms is individually called. But I'll try to go over those here while we're discussing this figure.
As you're moving him, why is his chest plate shaking, Steve?
Oh, because this just sits there. It doesn't actually hook in. Contrary to popular opinion, like looking at the instructions, that literally just rests there. Good to go. Right? But anyways, what this is it comes with Gridman, but this essentially, like, buying this figure gives you every single form you've seen of Gridman from the anime.
Which sounds like an amazing idea. I
know, right? Sounds freaking fantastic. And this is also, to my understanding, larger than the Act Builder. I think that's what it was called, which is the reason why I went with this one in particular. But anyways, we're just going to get into this because I do really like the anime, so I've been trying to pick up stuff. And the reason I got this is because I do have the Figma Gridmans on order, but this one, I kind of wanted it like, this is how I want to display it. Anyways, I understand that like the Figma is probably going to look better, but for the most part, this would have been, I feel like I wanted something more or less just look cool on my shelf.
Figma's more for like, I can bend it and make it do crazy poses. This is more like, hey, this looks amazing. Look.
Yeah, so when purchasing this, I want it to be in this final form and I want to be able to mess around with it.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it in just a second. Because we're going to go over his full form, and then I'll just show you guys each of the individual stuff after that, and then go over my thought processes for this review. But anyways, for the packaging.
Amazing. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, you get a really nice image of the full power Gridman on the front. You get the Gridman on the little side there. You get the logo on the side. Shows you everything that can come with the Sky Victor, the Buster Boar, Battle Tracto Max, the Caliber, and then Gridman. Back of the package just shows you each of the forms. And on the side, oh, that makes it convenient. We got Max Gridman, Buster Gridman, Sky Gridman. I don't need to look it up anymore. We're good to go. Good to go. At least bottom of the package, we got some Gridman.
At least something's good about this box, Steve. It's helpful.
The box made me not have to prepare for this. Also, this is a sleeve, so this comes off to reveal also a sweet box where it shows like Gridman combining on the back here with all the stuff.
It's just Power
Again, all the forms, but like you get it in Japanese. Still looks super gnarly. Because I'm pretty sure that might not be the figure, actually.
You don't think so?
No, those look like CG renderings of the figure.
Yeah, there's no way that figure's that good.
But logo looks nice. You get another Super Eye sticker on the bottom there. And then when you open this up,
you get this is where you start getting disappointed at.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, when I open this up, initially this is all laid out for me. So if you want to display it like this too, like you had your Gridman there, your vehicles on the side, like it's a really presentable package. Like it even, I actually haven't put them together yet, but they're back there. But it comes with hands that you have to assemble for the articulated hands, and it has spots in the packaging for you to store it. Like there's so much forethought put into this figure, which is phenomenal in terms of the box. And that's kind of where that ends. For us anyways. Going into the figure here, and then we'll start going over the random little accessory bits. If this review feels a bit rushed,
that's because it is.
A little bit. It's more or less going to be kind of me just complaining this entire time. But anyways, going over the full max Gridman here. For starters, you'll see super loose. And that's because this part is supposed to sit here, but it just literally rests on there.
There's like no clicking or anything like that?
No clicking, nothing. So that rests on there. So already you get this loose little piece here. Arms.
Oh man, they move a lot more than I thought they would.
It goes up about that far, down about that far. You get a bend at the elbow. You can rotate the hands a little bit.
God, already some of the Transformer figures have more motion than he does.
What this kind of reminds me of is the Legacy Power Ranger figures. Because they're not that articulated as well, but even like moving those plates back, there isn't much here. It's pretty much you go up in the hands. That's really about it. And then for the head.
Ooh, we got 2 inches to the left, ½ inch to the right.
Not even. It's like 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. But like these get in the way, so you don't really get much articulation here. These I can't really do anything with. So there isn't too much movement there for those. You get a decent bend at the knee, which is cool. But that's
specifically you get for this figure.
You get some rotation there, yeah, for like the one thing, but you're still not going to be able to like dynamically pose it because you pretty much can only straighten the toes, straighten out, so you can't really like have it walking or doing crazy battle poses, which is definitely a letdown. Especially this figure's $140.
What?
Yeah, so articulation department isn't really that much going on with it, which I'm thinking like, okay, the articulation is kind of crappy, but you kind of get a lot of stuff with this. So,
oh my god, I thought you
maybe
paid like
that's
$70 max for that thing.
No, I also thought he's gonna be bigger, like fully assembled, because like here it is next to a SH Figure Arts, which has way more articulation. It's also a hell of a lot cheaper. Which for the base Gridman, I wish it was a little. You know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. But like detailing wise, it's not too bad. Like the head still looks pretty nice on it. Like the guns on the side, like aesthetically, like it's standing on your shelf. As long as you don't touch it, it'll do its job. It'll do its job fine. But like, oh, these are actually supposed to be up too. But like, as soon as you start trying to play with it, it ain't gonna happen. Which there is the argument that this isn't really meant to be played with because it's not a kid's toy. But then again, you buy these things to pose them. So like, if the articulation doesn't let you pose it, what's the point in having articulation?
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, and I feel like why is there no rotation at the arms? Like, for how much you're paying, they couldn't give you a nice little swivel right there. Same with the hands. Like, I can't, like, why? Why can't I rotate those? It's like, for the feet, why can't that go up? There's pistons there, why can't that slide up in the legs a little bit in order to articulate it a little bit better? Like, there's just a lot of questions. Like, why doesn't that have, like, a decent hinge to go on the side there to keep it off the side a bit to give you more head articulation? Like, I just feel like there wasn't enough forethought into making articulated. And my problem is at this point, like I said, it's sort of like a Legacy Power Ranger figure. Well, but you don't get the die cast.
Well, the thing is like, you paid a lot of money for this. I expect a little more out of it.
Yeah, like, detailing's okay. Like, it's fine, but, like, why doesn't this hook in? Why? Like, like, looking at the instructions, like, there's no root, like, that's all it shows you. Back looks okay. Like, you see the stuff pegging here. And it's just like, this form is just such a huge letdown for me. And, like, we'll start to disassemble it. We'll go over the other forms. For the Caliber sword, looks pretty nice. It's just basic gold sword. You get the green there, black for the handle.
Okay details.
Yeah, it's got like the little pegs here, which help him to hold onto it because he does come with some extra hands. For this here, I didn't actually have that up here, but the horn does lift up. This part I think's kind of cool. Like the helmet lifts up. Like when I saw this and I was like first playing with it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's got some articulation to it. That's
yeah.
not bad.
Clamps around the head, like that's kind of got like some nice forethought. And like you can see here, like the head can rotate, but there's no room for movement though here.
Well, once you take the helmet off, you can rotate it. With the helmet, you can't because the stuff gets in the way.
Yeah, and I think there could have just been a lot more joints on this thing to make it more accessible. And not even like crazy joints. Like even if the arms could just rotate a little bit side to side, it'd be fine. Like if the shoulders can't move, whatever. But at least like he can move his arm out a bit so you can pose it a little better. Because now it's just kind of like big dumb statue.
Looks like
but I paid for articulations.
Like 1940s.
Yeah.
Limited movement.
But moving on for the rest of this, we're just gonna start popping things off. Maybe. This, the way it pegs into the back here. God, that's a pain. There's these two little pegs. They just slot in right back here. Into these little joints here. You also notice he has unsightly screw holes on his back. So you can already tell we're kind of winning here on the base figure as well. For this, slots into his legs. This part actually lifts up too, so you can get him up a little higher. No, this is a GoodSmile.
Are you sure? Because that's like Bandai trademark is leave the screw holes in there.
No, Bandai's don't have screw holes. I'll say he's a Bandai.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Jax Pacific. My bad.
Yes, Jax, you're good.
Jax.
But I'm trying to remember our reverse engineer.
Ooh, he's almost out.
It doesn't take much to really get him disassembled. Like the Mazer tank looking thing is probably the most awkward thing to get working. This is probably like, I almost like as a base form, this is almost my favorite because this you don't really lose the articulation much with for his max. Plus in the box, you get this extra little helmet too. Because here it is with the helmet on. Like this isn't too bad, right? It also, probably should just grab all this stuff and just dump it on the table. Here,
She's OP now, just looks like a pile of mess, Steve.
What I haven't unhooked yet, it does come with some tubes here, but I haven't taken them out yet. You do get a stand here with an articulated joints. And this thing, which is the hand accessory. And what this is it gives you an articulated hand, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, whoop-de freaking do. Like, he can't pose in order to actually have the hands on there. So, like, what's the point? Like, all I really want the hands to do is grip the sword or be a clench fist. Like, this already gave me the options. So, like, I already kind of feel like this is sort of a waste of money. And I mean, to be honest, I was kind of surprised, like, to see that as a thing. Like, and I gotta assemble it too. Like, I have to put that together. Like, what is this, a model kit?
Honestly, when I first time I saw it, I thought it was like model kit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I sort of understand.
Yeah, like that's okay. There's a few things.
I think, okay, I get it, but why? Like, why am I assembling hands to put on my action figure? Like, it's like, why did the ball drop? Like, why did we stop there? You know, like why isn't this entire thing? Because this entire thing is a model kit. I'd almost feel like it's a little more forgivable. But then again, it should have been cheaper. But the twos would be running from the head. But like this form's pretty cool. This one you actually just slide the arms out. And it's kind of how you get your base Gridman. Which, for the life of me, I got it on easy enough because it kind of just clips in. There we go. For the base Ultraman,
trash.
It isn't great. Like for me, this is something that it reminds me of like those candy toys.
Yeah.
Those like $10 candy toys.
Well, not even that. They have like those little like machines at GameStop right now. You can pay like $250 and like you can spin it and drops out like a little ball that has like the toys inside of it. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, well, it's just like issue 1. It has unsightly screw holes on the back, so that's kind of a bummer. 2, no waist articulation. Like in terms of articulation,
oh, his legs got some movement.
it's fairly basic. Like most stateside action figures are having more articulation than this nowadays. Like it's serviceable, but like why is there no cut here for me to turn it?
No, maybe they're trying to protect the actual completed figure.
Yeah, well, even like that, like it would actually allow me to like rotate them a little bit. So again, it'd help me pose it better. But I don't get that option anymore. Well, I guess because this is a skirt that you don't want it to rotate. But then again, it doesn't really. These also fold up. Like I'm not one positive. There is a lot of like working parts on some of this stuff. Like to get it into the armor, there's a lot of movement, but when it's actually in the armor, there's not. Like the paint jobs, it's fine.
I can from here see the blue and black kind of mixing.
Yeah, it's just my problem is like the blue on its body is really glossy. The arms not so much. And the way the chest is, to me the coloring kind of looks off a bit.
I see it like his stomach is like super glossy, but his arm part, the blue, that's not.
Yeah, it's just like it's very inconsistent. Again, granted, I didn't buy this because I was just gonna have him like posed on my shelf, and he also comes with some extra hands if you want him to grip onto the sword. I guess I could show that because, to be fair, I'm probably not doing photos for this because I'm just not very excited to do them. Because it's like, it's just going to be a bunch of stagnant poses. Granted, when I get the Figma, maybe I'll bust it out. But for the most part, like, here it is with the caliber. But it's like, oops, posing. It's got a decent amount, but for me, like at the price tag we're talking, I kind of expect a little bit more out of it. And to me, again, like I feel like this thing, probably about $10. Like I've gotten some better candy figures than that. Moving back to this, we'll get it back into the cannon, because I think for the cannon, that just pegs in there. Boom, we got a driving car. Double check the box real quick. Yeah, like this is pretty much it for the vehicle. Looks pretty good. Like these are more or less fine as the vehicles. It also comes with these extra little plates for when you want it to be open on the back here.
At least they give you that choice, I guess.
Which is nice. Like I said, it comes with like a decent amount of stuff. Like I feel like what I got here, there's a lot here, but even like this, I don't know, it might have, like, if it would have had some die cast or something, I think I would have been a little bit happier with it.
I feel like each individual piece itself, it can do a lot and it's not bad, but when you combine them, they're kind of bad.
Yeah, like, it's just like, this is more or less serviceable, but some of the sections maybe could have been painted a little bit more.
Wait,
but
those are painted? I thought that was stickers on the side.
No, it's painted. But you have, like, the wheels here, which they can, like, spin, but there isn't really that much to them. For the jet here, the jet's kind of the thing that's a little bit kind of like poopy, but like this you slide down, this you slide down, feet extend outward, these clip in. Trying to remember off the top of my head how this hooks in, because we have that. Here's the helmet for it. That literally just sits on there. It doesn't clip in. Like you just slide that in, hope for the best. And then this, I thought just pegged in here. Trying to remember. All right, there we go. It slots in down there. And then this, again, just one of these days I'll get the stupid head. There we go. That just sits on there. Bam, you got a jet. The only thing that kind of is a bummer, there are some stickers you can apply onto this. As you can see, I currently haven't put any of them on. But, like, why is that just not securely hook onto anything? Like, it's even kind of raised up a little bit.
Dang, talk about junk in your trunk, dude.
Yeah, again, it looks cool, but it's just, like, it's so lightweight, and it kind of feels cheap to me. Like, again, it's like something like, I don't want to sound bad, but it just reminds me of those, like, stateside Power Ranger Megazords.
Yeah.
And again, like...
stuff you get at Walmart and Myers.
Yeah, like, what you got here, like, it looks kind of neat. Like, once you get some stickers on it, but again, like, why am I putting stickers on at this price point? Like, I want to buy it to not have to deal with a whole heck of a lot, and then I gotta attach all this extra crap onto it, which is not really what I'm looking for, especially, like, they already added a lot of paint to it, and there's, like, extra detailing in certain sections. Like, why not just finish it off? But the jet's probably the worst thing for me, because especially, like, this not actually hooking in properly is the thing that just kind of annoys me the most. I also got done filming, but I forgot, like, the chest piece can go on the sword, so you have...
Axe sword?
Yeah, got the best of both worlds. It's like from the actual show, which is pretty cool. And then again, just to show you guys, pop this apart. But for the jet form, this just slots over his face. I think. Kind of like that. Oh god, how does this actually hook on? Alright.
Shouldn't it click in or something?
That's what I was thinking. Because that lifts up.
That's supposed to be down there by his chin, right? Like that.
You would think.
I'm confused about what you're trying to do, Steve.
I'm confused about what I'm trying to, because that looks like that should like slide over his.
Yeah. It should be like his chin part down there.
Yeah. And it's sort of. Look, I think I got it.
Can you take the helmet off on his head, maybe, so you can put that down there?
No. Alright, as per the back of the package, I have this right. This is supposed to be lifted up a little bit. This goes over top, and that's supposed to clamp in. But
please,
for the freaking life of me.
Please just kill this thing with fire. Seriously.
It does.
That's how it's supposed to be. Oh my god, Steve.
It doesn't clip on very. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with assembly of this thing. Like you saw, it hooks into the legs. It just wraps around. There's some tubes. Cool. We have this thing, but I don't. Like it's.
That thing's probably the coolest looking.
It's kind of neat. Like that hooks in here. Like this is extra accessory, so you had to peg it in, and like that clips into his chest piece, where his like indicator is. And then you get that. It comes with the extra ones. For reasons I forget. You know, to be fair, I'm not actually sure what these things are for. I think these are just like if you want like a basic look, and you don't plan on opening those, like that swaps out with those. But
okay, what's the point of that? That looks weird.
But again, yeah, like I like the metallic finish. Like I don't think I would ever swap those out. And then this just
butt scratcher.
You pull it forward. He hands onto these. Pew 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 pew.
So wait, he can shoot the drills up there while he scratches the ground with the wheels?
Yeah, well, it's like a machine gun. Right there. And then you would use this helmet for this form. But you'd keep the crest down. Like so. And then you like pew pew pews. This opens up.
I like your sound effects, Steve. Pew pew pews.
Pew pew pews. And you get the missiles in here, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's not bad.
Also, felt kind of bad, so I did assemble the hands just so you guys can see them, which actually kind of cool once you get them put together. It's something I kind of wish that just the rest of the figure would have translated this with it. Because again, it's just weird that this is fully articulated, but when we get these. Well, also how you put them on real quick. This just literally pops right out. You take the corresponding hand, which probably should have paid attention to which one it was. Show opposite one. But wait, whoa. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. All right, I'm better. So it is this one. And then you just pop that in. Now you got your articulated hand. Only get a little bit of a rotation of it, but at least you can do stuff now. You can... Yeah, I guess real quick I'll show you guys this too. After reaching out for doing the review. But here's the... God, I'm already forgetting the names. Somewhere on the floor here. Box, don't fail me now. The Buster Bore. But here's the Buster Bore in its normal vehicle form. What these little guys here actually can do as well is when you want to combine it into the robot form. You're going to want to use these ones because they won't scuff as bad. Because it's just gray plastic. So that's kind of like the real purpose for having these is so that you don't mess these things up when you're going to be putting this together. But, anyways, I gotta look at the instructions real quick to see how this assembles. Alright, let's look at it. You need these in order to peg this into here. So you want to make sure that it looks like this on the top. So the two little pegs will be coming towards the base here of your foot, which this also extends downward. A little harder to do, but that extends downward. Just got to be wary of that because that you can't really do much about, but that just pegs in. So now you got your one leg. I guess the one thing that's kind of neat about this, at least this part in particular, is it does remind me of the old Gridman toys, which I actually have sitting over on a shelf here. Just more updated, sort of like the Legacy line in a sense, but just doesn't have the same kind of like expensive feel to it as the Legacy line did. Because for me, it's just like this is just like a fancier looking version of those figures, but you're paying more for it. You got the little pegs and the sides of the arms here. There's those hook into the wheels here. Did I get that right? I think the I think that looks right. I think the big wing's supposed to be facing towards the back. Then we got these little pegs up here. You gotta pop out. The instructions are a little vague on how some of this stuff works, but that lifts up so we can slot our head onto here. I think anyways. Looks like it hooks right there. So that gets our head on. That's pretty much about it. And this is where you could take the display stand to hook this into the back. You would hook the jet into the back of that. But for the most part, like, that's essentially it. And then you take the sword. Maybe. Bring the axe, can't get it out. You can just slide that over top of your sword. I think it's just like the other one. Or maybe it just slides in. Alright, just slides in. We're good to go. You don't even got to open anything. Oh god, I don't... How do you rotate this? Like, I'm afraid to get that... You know, we're good. We're good. Say if it helps, here's the regular version. The original version. He don't like to stand either, I guess. Yeah, like I said, like individually, they're okay. Like this one's fun. I actually like this one the best. This one kind of sucks. The full form, I wish the articulation was better, but kind of is what it is, I guess. And then, like, the hands, I don't even want to deal with. Like, they just seem pointless. And that's just kind of it with this figure. This part lifts up too, so that's closed. Because overall, I can't recommend this to anybody. Like, if you're into Gridman, just wait for the Figma. Maybe check out some reviews for the Act Builder. Like, maybe that one's a little bit better. It's slightly cheaper. But this guy's just like...
Why?
Yeah, I don't get why he's so expensive. Like, my Titanus that's sitting over there is like die cast and like 3 times his size for the same price. Right? And like the Megazords were like 80-ish and like 12 inches tall die cast combined together. And like I could get like the Dragon Zord and this for like slightly more. And I feel like I get more for my bang for my buck out of that than what I got with this guy. Then if you just want like a normal Gridman, just wait for the Figma. I'm sure the Figma is gonna be great because Figmas usually are. This one's just like, I kind of wish like now I just want like a good like vinyl statue of it in its final form. I think I'd just be fine. Look, Figma, can't we just get like a vinyl of the full Max Gridman to go along with the kaijus you're doing? That'd be awesome. Because this thing's just kind of just hot garbage.
Not worth it.
Nope, can't condone it. So if you guys really, really want this like version, like the best thing about it is when it's combined, it looks fine, but just don't touch it. Can't play with it. Just don't do anything with it. Individual forms are fine, but like definitely lackluster still. And then it's even like that's opened up like that's basic gray, and then you have all this metallic. Like why? This figure hurts my brain. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below.
Is Steve wrong?
Yeah, maybe you guys enjoyed this figure more than me. Like, I almost just want to put it back in the box and just the box display on my shelf, call it a day.
I feel like you should, because the box is amazing.
Yeah, the box, I'm like, man, I'd pay $20 for the box. This thing, like, figure I wouldn't have paid more than $10 for individually, and the parts, like this guy was more like $70, $80. I don't think I would have as big of a deal.
Well, that's what I thought you paid originally. It was like $70 for him.
But at double that price, no. But anyways, we have a Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest. If you guys like to keep up to date with the channel with stuff we've been buying, and also donate, be cool. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger Deal. See you guys in the next video.
When you guys buy a shirt.
Also, yeah, we have a t-shirt shop. I keep forgetting that one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.